All right, welcome back. Time for our favorite part of the morning. We got to check in with Uncle Davis to see which lucky viewers had their biggest catch featured this morning on Fishing Funtacular.
You've been sending us some fantastic pictures so far, so let's take a look at today's photos. This is young 4-year-old Weston Hughes. Got a nice shell cracker sitting in the chair there at his Poppy's farm pond, holding him up nice and proud. And Case and John got a nice bluegill on Big Creek down in Campbellsville there, holding him up nice and proud as well. And Della Moore, she was actually on Fishing Funtacular 3 years ago. That's her picture from 3 years ago on the left, and on the right, a more recent picture. And they say she doubled the size of her catfish from 2.5 pounds to 5 pounds. Good job, Della. And Owen Roundtree showing us his first catch ever on Old Hickory Lake. Got a nice bluegill, giving us a big thumbs up there. And Bentley Wright, nice largemouth he caught. Now, just last week, we showed his brother, Casey Dirks, with a fish, and they said, well, Mom and Dad said, look, Bentley's caught one too. You got to show him. And they did point out that his brother is Casey Dirks and his brother is Bentley. So I wonder which country music star they all like. And Hunter Regal showing off a nice largemouth he caught and released. Good job, Hunter. And Glenn White down in Wilson Lake, Alabama, got a nice largemouth there and a beautiful calm day. I see the plastic bags in the boat, so I think he's probably got some plastic lizards or plastic worms there, and that's some good fishing. This is Kenny Johnson. He's at Cook's Day Use on Percy Priest Lake with a nice catfish. I love a guy that doesn't mind getting his feet wet when he's doing some fishing. And Aiden Grissom, his mama Shelly, wanted to show off the 4.82-pound largemouth that he caught on the Caney Fork River. That is a nice one there. And Rob Bird, he was at Milltown down on the Duck River. I think that's a catfish he's got there. Nice size there, Rob. And Susan, she says this is her first fish ever. And she says her father-in-law was a big bass fisherman, and he'd have been proud. And then I looked closely at that fish, and I'm from the Gulf Coast, and that's a Spanish mackerel. So obviously Susan was down near my old stomping grounds along the Gulf Coast, and I still think that bass fisherman would have certainly been proud, Susan. Don't forget, email your pictures to pix@wkron.com. Put the word fish in the subject box. And the late, great Jimmy Holt was the original to show pictures of people fishing on TV here in Middle Tennessee. I'm continuing that tradition. He always said, don't forget to wear your life jacket. Happy fishing. I'm Davis Nolan.